Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to fintechs Token Bites. Today we are joined by the team at Tookitaki, a leading financial crime fighter and fintech based out of Singapore and making new strides into Hong Kong. With us today are Eric and Patricia. Eric and Patricia, how are you doing today?
Yeah, we are good.
Yeah, right.
Would you like to introduce yourselves and we then get into talking about Tookitaki and the solutions?
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Eric Margaryan, and I am the head of sales at Tookitaki, covering the APAC region.
And my name is Patricia Kong. So I'm the sales lead head for Hong Kong market. So Tookitaki actually is a Singapore headquarters office companies. And our solution is an AI-powered AML platform to kind of combat the financial crime through the technologies of federated learning. So what does that mean? So basically, we found out that quite a number of traditional AML program in banks or in financial institutions, a lot of them, most of them are using traditional rule-based system or program to detect the the suspicious activities in transactions in terms of the patterns. And we see that there's a gap that the banks is running quite a silo program. So they, are very hard to enable them to share the patterns, share the knowledge insight within the banking industry or the financial industry. So we come in as a Tookitaki. What we come into picture is we found out that after the pandemic, COVID, we see that there's a lot of changes in terms of the customer behavior, transaction behavior. Underlying, there's a lot of change and a lot of dynamic, real-time changes and fraud happenings in the world. So we come in the picture is try to say that, we help to gather the banking together, and we have a community federated learning platform to help the banks to share the patterns into the ecosystem without disclosing any customer sensitive data, as well as how we work is the banks or the financial institutions, they can make use of this typology repository. So we also powered by AI machine learning to study those patterns and also could generate quickly see what is the insight from all those patterns and also generate real-time learning to generate scenarios. So how the banks works, they can simply just download this scenarios into their environments. They can put in the instance either on cloud or on premises that we have option for them, so they can learn it quickly from those scenarios and deploy into their current AML program. So there's two things could be improved. Say they are not going for a rule-based, because rule-based usually is very, very difficult to react to the changes so quickly, and they really cannot easy to generate some complicated scenarios. And what we are trying to come into this picture is we can help the banks and the financial institutions to deploy the scenarios quicker. Usually because right now for traditional programs, they might take months and days to deploy and test and validate. But with our AI powered by these technologies, we can help the banks to easier and deploy the scenario quicker. As well as our AI is actually auditable, explainable. We can help the banks and financial institutions to understand all the scenarios, what is the explanation at the back end, and we can also show all this result and answer from a banking and regulator perspective. So we also, from this kind of concept, we can apply quite a number of use cases, say we can help the banks to not just do the typical screening or onboarding, but also we can make use of these technologies to help the banks to minimize the false positive, because with the dynamic data, dynamic risk assessment, so to help the bank compliance officer to easily to understand what is the threshold optimized and how is this work into their banking data, so they can easily to understand how to deploy in new scenarios and make use of these scenarios and result to make them mitigate the risk and make a better control.
Thanks, Patricia. Eric, look, Tookitaki's been around for quite a few years,
Yeah.
among the early fintechs, if I may use that term, deploying AI. A lot of buzz around AI in terms of what can be done, which is theoretical and more marketing tools versus in practice applications and clients.
Yeah.
Patricia mentioned some of the use cases. Would you be able to highlight some of the clients you're working with and what changes and impact this?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So in fact, Tookitaki has been selected by most of the top traditional banks, digital banks, and even top payment companies and fintechs. One example can be, for example, UOB Bank, one of the largest banks in Singapore, as well as some across Southeast Asia. They also have quite a presence in Hong Kong. And so Tookitaki was really the first solutions that used AI solution for name screening and AML and transaction screening to be deployed at UOB. And as you rightly said, unlike other vendors who is most of it is conceptual, Tookitaki actually has done this at UOB. We went live back in 2020, so we've been live for more than 4 years, which makes us really one of the solutions that it has a mature AI solutions that has been deployed and has delivered tangible results. And this is a key differentiator. So we have the playbook, we have the right experience, we understand the complexities of the banks and fintechs and how to really truly leverage AI to deliver great results.
And from what I understand, it's also got multilingual capabilities, right?
Yes, it does. So we are also we've come up recently with Tukitaki's FinSense 3.0, which also leverages Gen AI and it has multi-language capabilities. So in fact, that covers various languages, including Chinese, and we actually cover 14 different languages.
Perfect. Thank you both for sharing
Yeah.
so much about Tookitaki, and good luck for the rest of AFF. And we'll be speaking more with Tookitaki in the
Yes.
coming months.
Thank you.
Thank you.